winner! I'm a winner!
Come on, we want more!
Well, I'll tell you what. You know, a couple weeks ago, I started seeing how a lot of this was unfolding. And it really is, it's not just about me. It's not about me. There are so many people here who deserve to be recognized that helped me make this come together. I couldn't have done it with, I had to have the right face on the right postcard. I mean, that face made me famous. Probably put me over the 77th percentile anyway. And, without my parents, I could not have even begun this without their support. Without people like Carl, without James, my campaign manager, who was like Scoop Jackson, who kept coming up with these big scoops and unearthing this, really magnificent data that we really had that just kind of, it was like we just kind of kept, it's like when you're watching one of these fights and you give a punch and the fighter gets in a daze and you just kind of keep punching and punching. And I felt like it was like that almost from the very beginning. And I feel like our opponent really didn't ever recover from the first punch. And I don't really feel like he ever gave us much credit. Maybe because he never knew me. I've been a fighter for years and years, and those of you that have known me know that I'm a fighter. But, and Charlie probably remembers that I'm a fighter, and he probably hopes, or probably wished that maybe I wouldn't have won tonight. I'm an unconventional fighter, which means that I'm not going to do everything exactly the same way. That's what I was asked. I've been asked that, several times. Are you going to do it exactly the same way? I mean, my opponent said, "Well, you lost the last time." Well, that's 2006. It's 2010 right now. 2010 is a whole different ball game, and I think we have a lot to look forward to. We have a lot of opportunities. We have a lot of crises going on right now.
Some crises.
Yeah, we have a lot of problems. But every problems represent opportunities too. And maybe we could turn some of those problems into some opportunities. I hate to use the words hope and change because, man, we sure did get some. We got a bad deal on that. I think. But I really hesitated to use too much of that language and too much of that talk during the campaign because I really felt a sense of really deep frustration from the people that I talked to. And the one thing I can promise is I'm not just another candidate. I don't want to run for this office just to be another candidate, just to be another person who's doing the same thing and getting paid. I want to bring back the conservative values that made this country great and that are going to keep this country great. And I think that if we don't bring those values back, we're basically doomed. I can't help a lot on the federal level, but I might just be one of the state legislators who might help push back some of the stuff that is happening on the federal level. Might not be just me. Might be me as a Kentucky legislator and some other person as a Texas legislator and some other. But the thing about it is, these are going to be very challenging times. And I really want to thank you all for helping me get to where we're at. To me, it's almost a miracle. It really is almost a miracle. I look at it as a miracle. I know where I was 6 months ago, and I know to look and see where I was 6 months ago and where I am now. You know, I look at the Scott Brown, I was saying just a minute ago, I look at the Scott Brown victory as my moment of truth, where I looked at things and I said, well, by golly, if Scott Brown can win Ted Kennedy's seat, anything is possible. And even I could win this same, because I mean, you know, I figured it's got to be harder to win Ted Kennedy's seat than get Speaker, surely. So I mean, I had my shot at this in 2006. Surely I could win. You know, it's got to be. Yeah. But I learned some lessons from the Scott Brown victory. I think I've learned some lessons from it. And within about the next week or two, you're going to see some real concrete things come out of my campaign. Some things that people can just hang on to and grasp. Because one of the important things that Scott Brown did is, at the end, you'll remember, he said, it's not me that won it, it's you that won it. It was you that did it. And that's, you've got to make the people stakeholders. And that's what I intend to do with my campaign. Everyone in my district will become a stakeholder. We are going to make history in a way, and I know it sounds purely like a politician, but if in 2 or 3 weeks you don't believe it's true, then you come back to me and say, you're just smelling me. Because I believe we're going to make history in a way that may just turn this state upside down and maybe beyond that. Because I think we're going to, all those things that people poo-pooed and they said, oh, he just, you know, those lobbying skills and those legislative skills, well, you know, they're all coming to a point where I can use them now. All those things that I've, you know, been running all over the country, and I've talked to this legislator and these groups of people and that group, well, now I've got a chance to use them. And I think we need that. I think we need it really bad. I think our state is in big trouble. Our deficit is in big trouble. We can't seem to come together on a budget. I mean, I don't want to talk gloom and doom. I just want to tell you, I think we got a chance of doing something that'll make a real difference. And I don't want to lay it out for you all tonight because I don't want to hit you with it all tonight. I just want to tell you, you guys are the ones that helped put me here. And I really can't tell you, I wouldn't be here without you. So I really appreciate you. And that's it.